Hi, guys. This is Jamal, and let's talk a little. I was watching yesterday Chinese media, whatever they had. And they were talking about how China has lawsuit against Lithuania for trading with Taiwan. They really don't want anybody to trade with Taiwan. They want that country badly. Um, they believe in one China. We believe in, of course, two different countries. And they have this in European court against lawsuit against Lithuania. Now, Lithuania did agree that they're gonna trade with China as one country. So we will see how this goes. I uh, I strongly support that you should be allowed to trade with what country you want to without going to lawsuit. Little T. China also passed a law to counter foreign sanctions. Claims to protect its people, but I doubt that. Is China getting ready to be sanctioned by the world? And why would China be getting ready to be sanctioned by the world? It gets you thinking, are they really gonna attack Taiwan? I believe so. I believe so. Uh, but at the same time, China is, they're saying they're not supporting Russia anymore. Um, they stopped importing Russian coal, and their power plants are suffering. But I think that China thought they have a strong ally, uh, number two military in the world. They thought they're just gonna run through Ukraine and everything's gonna be easy. Maybe even they thought then that Russia pulls into Kiev and Russian flags are gonna be welcoming them like Nazis were welcome in Austria. Without a single bullet fired, they thought they're gonna be just gonna occupy the country. Well, it didn't happen. China also claimed that 1 billion people voted in the last election, democratic election. I don't think that they had any choice but to vote for whoever they were told to vote for. I, I, I hardly think that 1 billion people came out and voted for one guy. I mean, that's a little funny. So China is not supporting Russia anymore, publicly, at least. But who is going to support Russia now? Well, I'm pretty sure China is still going to support him. They're still going to buy that crude oil and everything that they just recently signed. Um, but India might be on Russian side. They purchased a lot of Russian military equipment. They recently said they're gonna stop doing that, but They need that equipment. I need to stop smoking. Yeah, so they need that equipment to protect themselves from China. But as we see, Russian equipment is not exactly performing as as they thought, or maybe they just have bad leadership. I believe it's the other. I believe that Russia just has a bad leadership, bad generals, or maybe generals don't even have a say in how this war is being ran. Maybe Putin is moving all the forces around as he seems appropriate. Now Russia does not have as much military experience as U.S. Their soldiers might not be as trained as well, so that might be something that hinders them. I think their equipment is just fine. They just need to figure out how to use it. And well, I'm not going to talk about that. I don't want to give them any ideas. It's not like Russians are watching this, but still. Saudi Arabia, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, just recently said that he doesn't give a damn what Joe Biden thinks about him. Joe Biden went to Saudi officials and begged them to get more oil, to pump more oil. They told him they're not going to do it. They got no respect for him. They got no respect for him because he's easy on Iran. Iran and Saudi Arabia are neighbors, and now Saudi Arabia has to figure out how to live with Iran as their neighbor. I think we don't have a strong leadership in the U.S. I think all of our allies are looking down on us, and they figuring out that we're not going to help them in case of something happening. You can see that in European Union. Every country in Europe now is putting a lot more money into their defense than they did previously because of the way the U.S. is just weak. I was watching some Indian news, and Gravitas news channel, I guess over there, was talking about how racist it is that Europe is welcoming all these refugees from Ukraine, but years ago, when the refugees from Africa and the Middle East were coming that way, that didn't have much support. Well, that's a lie. First of all, Angela Merkel lost elections because she bent over backwards to bring in as many refugees from Africa and Middle East as she could. So that's a lie. Second thing, refugees from Ukraine, women, children, and old men. Refugees from Africa and Middle East, most of them were military aged men. So who are you going to help? Who are you going to help first? Women and children or military aged men? Ukraine put all of their military aged men on alert to fight for their country. In India, if something happens, I hope not, you would expect all of your military aged men to stand up and fight. So this reporter, I don't know her name, don't give a damn, needs to shut up or get her facts straight. Okay? The I know I would rather help a woman with the children that tells me that her husband is fighting for his country and she needed to get out of there because she's scared. Military age men need to grab themselves by, you know what, and fight for how little, whatever little they have. If they have anything at all, they still need to fight for the country, for their freedom, for their beliefs. Um, that's my opinion. Some news back home. The Rhode Island is having a gun drive for a Ukraine. They want to send some weapons, rifles, whatnot, to Ukraine. Um, First, that is called gun dealing across the borders. That will cause some issues. That they will need to get help from federal government, state government, see if they're even allowed to do that. But apparently they're already collecting guns. Another thing is Rhode Island is one of these states that has a really strict Second Amendment laws. So are we really collecting guns for some other country, but we're going to restrict Second Amendment laws here in this country? Democrats are just crazy about taking away your rights, but they got no problem giving somebody else's your rights or rights for them to defend themselves, but you're not allowed to. So that's pretty much it. What I got for today. Please subscribe, leave a message below, and I hope to hear from you. Maybe have a conversation. Let me know what you want to know, what you guys want to talk about, and I hope I hear from you soon. Think about stuff.